What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for Baller Wives. Yeah, okay, this is not one episode review or nothing like that. This is just a let's talk about this right quick. Okay, because I had some things to say. Okay, so let's start off with the main people. Okay, because they got a whole bunch of people on this show. I don't have time for all these damn women. Okay, Jesus Christ. I was like, I'm being bombarded with bitches. I'm being bombarded with bitches. It was a whole bunch of them, okay? But all right, so the one we know from being on Basketball Wives is Chiappa and Geneva. They friends, BFFs, okay? They got beef with Stacy and Miko. They BFFs. Stacy apparently got with her husband 10 years ago when he was already married and stalked him, and there was some paperwork put in place to keep her away. But somehow she got him, okay? So this makes the other women, especially Chiappa and Geneva, nervous about the bitch, okay? Geneva said that Stacy slept with her husband before it was her husband. And then she blurted it out while they was arguing. And it's like, bitch, but for what? Who cares? Why? What? When? Geneva? What? Why? Who cares? I don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't totally understand what Chiappa's beef with Stacy is, to be honest with you. She said that she lives in the same neighborhood with her, and she just didn't like her, and her dog chased after her, but the dog was like 4 months old and a little bitty dog, and she might have overreacted to the shit. Yeah, I know what that's like. I know what that's like. I don't really like my neighbors that much either for that shit. So they had this initial blow up, right? And then 8 months passed, and now Stacy is fully pregnant, okay? And about to bust her baby out, okay? She has like this little luncheon that Miko throws for her, and it's like a baby shower because she doesn't want a traditional baby shower. And one of the girls gives her crystals, and she was like, she gave me rocks. And it's like, bitch, if you knew how much money those large amethyst GIs cost. Like, I do not have time for bitches who don't know about metaphysical science. But at the same time, bitch, educate yourself. Don't be ungrateful for a great gift, okay? I would be very happy if somebody gave me that large-ass amethyst. Are you serious? And a clear quartz, a large clear quartz, bitch. Okay, yes, okay. Oh my God, just so ungrateful. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That made me not like Stacy. I ain't even gonna lie. Among other things, like I feel like she got an old nasty ass mouth, and I do feel like she probably a vindictive crazy bitch. I do get that feel off her, and I also get the feel that Miko is petty and weak. That's the feel I get from her based off of how she handled herself. The other chick on the show, Asia is married to a man who, you know, is a baller but does commentary. And apparently Miko and him worked at the same place, and she ends up getting fired and somehow blames it on him because he made some comments about her not being that talented. She felt some type of way about it, and so she continues to take it out on Asia, like Asia did something to her. And she also kind of takes it out on Asia's son because their two sons are friends and go to school together. But they have a sit down on the yacht when everybody shows up except for Stacy. And Miko starts to go in about how her son tells her that Asia's son is always in timeout and doesn't share, and she beat her son beat her son up 2 times and all of this shit, and he's always getting in trouble with the teacher. And Asia's like, look, don't tell me about my kid. I thought that was so fucked up. I was like, bitch, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What the shit does her son have to do with your problem with them? And then to sit there and have this conversation with your 6-year-old son about how you don't like her and what should you do? And he told her to grow up, mommy. Balls up, okay? Focus on the things you do like about the lady. Stop being fucking petty. Her 6-year-old had to give her this life lesson. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But like, I question bitches' mothering skills when they talking to their six-year-old like this. Yes, I feel like you should be honest when you talk to your children. I feel like even though that's cool, I don't think that Miko is doing it in the same way, the way she was talking to her son. It was more so in a support me type of way instead of talking to her child so her child could know about things. I thought it was petty. I thought it was very crass of her to have that type of conversation with her 6-year-old. And I thought it was way too much. Yeah, Miko, something wrong with you, bitch. Your whole beef with Asia is ridiculous. I don't understand what your problem with Chiappa is. So they had this like rooftop little get together where Chiappa invites everybody, and she's supposed to be telling everybody that she's pregnant. But before she can tell anybody she's pregnant, Stacy's pretty ass comes in there big and pregnant and let the fuck shit commence. Okay, I can't even tell you how they got on this argument, but Chiappa tells Stacy she needs her medication at some point. And then Stacy says, your mama need her medication. She said, honey, my mother is dead. And she said, good. I'm glad. That's what she said. She heard her say her mama was dead. So Carmina, who is cousin / business partner, threw a drink in Stacy's face. And everybody is pissed off because she threw a drink in a pregnant lady's face. Let me tell you something. Being pregnant means that you have another person on board and you should be handled with care. But that also means you should be handling yourself with care and not putting yourself in situations where you might get fucked up. And saying something like what you said to that girl, you lucky all that girl did was throw a drink in your fucking face. Everybody sitting up there talking about she's pregnant. I mean, where do you do these things to a pregnant woman, assault a pregnant woman? Bitch, the drink ain't gonna melt the baby, okay, bitch? She threw a drink in her face. She ain't kick her in the stomach. The fuck wrong with everybody? It was just a drink, and she put herself in that situation by saying that shit. Okay? I don't give a fuck whether she was pregnant or not. It may not be the popular opinion, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. When I got another person in my fucking stomach, I ain't going around nobody that I might have to fight. The fuck? No, me and this one ain't going nowhere like that. No, I'm not participating. Fuck out of here. Okay? Especially if I feel like I don't like the person enough to tell them fuck they dead mama. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, seriously? And then when she got in the car with her friends after and lied about it, and it was like, see, you ain't know, so what the fuck that's supposed to mean? Saying good is okay just as long as you didn't know prior to that. What? I thought that was far worse. But, you know, I guess there gonna be some people that disagree with me because they feel like a drink in a bitch face could have somehow killed her baby. I don't know. I don't know. I hope that wouldn't happen, but I'm sure it wouldn't. I'm sure something else would have to happen in order for that to take place. Anyway, y'all, let's get to the other beef on the show, which is Emily and Crystal. Emily has a baby for some baller that's still active, and Crystal was a girl he was messing with while they were together. So she refers to Crystal as a side piece, as a homewrecker. And here's my thing, bitch. If you're not married, she's not a homewrecker. Stop that shit. You're putting too much importance on your own title with this guy who obviously had community dick, so you feeling special, you know, shows that you don't have as much brain power as you should have. When niggas be out here fucking everybody like that, please don't make yourself feel special and look at another woman like she somehow is different from you. She's trying to get it just like you trying to get it. Okay? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I didn't like that. But I also feel like Crystal wrong for calling Emily's baby a hush baby. Okay? Now, she said her friend said it. I don't give a fuck who said it, bitch. Don't repeat it. That's some fucked up shit to say about somebody's child. I don't care what nobody say, okay? Hush, baby. Fuck out of here. Who else said that shit about somebody, baby? I think that was on a Love and Hip Hop franchise. Somebody said some shit like that. I ain't like that. You don't speak on people's shit like that. But at the same time, okay, Emily said it herself that her baby daddy does not openly, publicly claim their child. So, Emily, I think you should be taking your frustrations out on somebody else besides Crystal. Because it's not her fault. Okay? Okay. Now, the episode left off with Miko and her husband, who looks weird, and Asia and her husband, like, coming together with them at this party so they could have a conversation, because it seemed like they needed to have a conversation, okay? They got children involved. They, you know, obviously are living in the same area and all of this type of stuff. And just the way Miko talked about that girl's child like that, about what he was doing in school and all of that, I would have punched that lady in her face, like with her little shriveled up looking ass. I'd have punched that witch looking bitch in her face. talking about what my baby was doing in school. If my baby was doing bad in school, the teacher would be talking to me. You don't need to tell me nothing about my child. That's the type of shit to get your motherfucking ass whooped. Okay, like that's, I'm sorry. Look, that's how I felt about it. Anyway, y'all, if y'all not watching Ball of Wives, get into it. It's actually quite entertaining. I'm gonna be talking about it some more because they made me feel some type of way. So I'm gonna be talking about it. So I fucks with y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, girl.
Oh my mama, oh my